Okay, hello and welcome to this video. We are going to talk about the nice bus schedule changes that are going to be starting on May 26, 2024. So there are some changes here that are going to go into effect here. And we've made service upgrades to many of our routes that will provide faster, more convenient rides and connections for our passengers' trips. The N1 has been extended weekday trips to UBS Arena instead of ending at Elmont Road, Hempstead Turnpike. That makes sense. And 16 express service in Nassau communities suspended until fall semester, obviously, with the college closed, or most of the classes not going in the summer. N21, new pilot Sunday service between downtown Glen Cove and Roslyn Clock Tower. So finally, they're restoring some of the bus service that's been cut in Glen Cove. However, I still think they should put the N27 back to running on weekends. But the N27 has been decimated, the ridership on that route. So they're going to claim, well, we don't have the ridership. You know, I've been on the N27 lately. It's like empty. It's like crazy. You know, N24 Sunday frequency, and this is something I really like, N24 Sunday frequency between trips improved to 30 minutes all day west of Roosevelt Field Mall. That's very important because there's always a lot of crowding on that. And then there's also the N31X, a new pilot express service serving Far Rockaway, Lynbrook, Rockville Center, and Hempstead. Express stops will serve the following weekdays, and to view the N31X route map PDF here. So it's going to stop at Hempstead, Transit Center, Franklin, Fulton, Hempstead, Washington, North Center, Rockville Center. So you're going to have an express route to Rockville Center. Of course, only the South Shore again, right? This might make sense, though. Merrick Road at Hempstead Avenue, N4 Express, Lynbrook. So there's going to be two stops at Lynbrook. Stop at Hewlett at West Broadway, Hewlett Parkway, Woodmere at West Broadway, Cedarhurst at Cedarhurst Avenue, and Central Avenue at Mott Avenue across from the library at Far Rockaway. The N71 route will be converted to shuttle service from Farmingdale State College to Amityville 7 days a week with improved frequency between trips to every 40 minutes. Why? I don't understand the whole point of that. I really don't. I don't even know why it's even. Why don't we just bring back the 72 already? We can't do that. N88 Express daily service to N88X, not really called N88, to Jones Beach starts May 24th through September 29th. So it says new summer timetables coming soon. Some of them are already up. So let's go look at the 31X route map here. So what's going to do is going to take Peninsula Boulevard. Now, what I think they're doing here, and I hope that's what they're doing, is I think a lot of times they deadhead service between Far Rockaway and Hempstead. Now they're going to have these do runs instead. I think that's what it is, but we're going to look at the schedule and see what's going on here exactly. So, of course, the biggest improvements go to the South Shore, as they always do. So let's see if we can get the 32 schedule here, which should have the 31X on it. So here's the 31X. It's going to be a rush hour afternoon and morning weekday route, and it will run in both directions, it looks like. So this will be very interesting to see. Now let's see. My concern is, are they going to be taking away service off the regular routes? It doesn't look like they are taking away any service to provide this. Like I said, I think these are just deadhead routes. Here are the express trips here. So this is all right. So it says one. Are those the express trips? I think those are those are the trips. That's the 30. Are those the express trips? No, those aren't. I don't know why it's an orange like that. I don't know what the orange shading means exactly. They're starting at. I see. They start at Broadway, and they've always done that, though. I think. Broadway and Lynbrook, right? Brick Avenue. Yeah, there's always been short runs on the 31, I think. I'd have to look at the current schedule and see about that, but I think they've always had some short runs in certain directions, I think, that start over there. But generally speaking, you're going to have pretty frequent service, I think. Yeah, you're going to have pretty good service on this route here. So I think you're going to have pretty good service on this route. So I think what they did here makes sense, and you'll see if they're just taking deadhead runs and making them do runs. I think it's not necessarily a bad idea because it is a very long bus ride, and it will provide people with faster connections. And I see buses that heading down Peninsula Boulevard a lot. So instead of having them run empty, they have them do runs, and I think that makes sense. I think that's a good way of accommodating people. All right, so now let's go look at the N21 new pilot service. Let's see if they have that up here on the thing, and they do not have that up here yet, so we can't look at that. We also don't have the N24, so kind of should have waited to do this video. It means I'm going to have to make another video about it, but that's okay. We will do that, I guess. So these aren't on here yet. Let's see. Jones Beach also not on here yet. 7071 is also not on here. So it seems like they have a lot missing from here. And we have these changes are taking place on the 26th. So we still have plenty of time. So I'll probably have to make yet another video about it when we get more of the schedules in, just to look at the schedules and see what they look like. See if there's any changes on any of these other routes. I don't think there are. I'll look at the 15, see if there are changes. I don't think there are any changes, but we'll go ahead and we'll look and we'll see if there are any changes. I don't think there are. Yeah, pretty much looks the same. Weekends pretty much looks the same. Yeah. So, yeah, we only have a chance to really look at the 31X. We don't have, unfortunately, any more information. So I guess it'll be a brief video. I was hoping they'd have more of the schedules up, but you know what? We're going to make this a combination video. Let's talk about the new Long Island Railroad schedules that are going to be taking effect. All right, so there are new schedules taking effect on the Long Island Railroad, and not really many changes in them. So yeah, we'll do Nice and the Long Island Railroad, and then I'll come back to Nice. That's why I get both of this done in one video here. So there are schedule changes on the railroad, and there aren't really many big changes on these. The biggest changes are going to probably be on the Babylon branch, because they are doing some track work. So what you're going to have is some trains that are ending at Massapequa. What's going to happen here is during the middle of the day, they're going to have these trains here that let's see. All right, that's AM. Oh, I'm looking at AM here. Let's go in the middle of the day here. This is where the changes are occurring. What's going to happen here is you're going to have certain trains that are going to be ending at Massapequa. And because of that, they're going to take the trains that normally just run express from Freeport to Babylon, and they're going to be making stops at Massapequa all the way to Babylon. So they're going to be some altered schedule changes, because they're going to be doing work at some of the stations along. We could probably go to the Long Island Railroad or MTA News. They'll kind of tell you. Let's see if we go planned. If we go to planned work, maybe that one does it. I don't know which one does it. It's always geared to the subway. But they tell you what they are doing. So they're doing some planned work at some of these stations, mainly to put elevators in. So they're going to be doing single tracking between Babylon and Amityville. So that's why I think they're that's pretty much what I read over there. I'm trying to remember it all. So again, that's the change you're going to have there. And then let's go and look at the. There aren't that many other changes. Somebody commented the Cannonball. No, the Cannonball is still there. That's still running. I mean, everything's pretty much the same. You have the added summer service on them. There's the Cannonball right there. So I don't know why somebody said that it's not there. It's still there. Nothing's really changed here on the Montauk side of things. Said there aren't really any big changes for the railroad as far as schedules go. We do have some track work going on. They're going to be going on the next week. St. Albans infrastructure improvements again. So the Babylon trains are going to be using the Atlantic line because of that. And then we have some rail testing and Memorial Day weekend added Montauk branch service here. They have some extra trains that will be running. It looks like they have an express that leaves from Jamaica at 7:16. And then another going back westbound on that Monday, Memorial Day, from Montauk at 8:22. That runs express after West Hampton. I know why. I don't know. Because, again, the problem with that is, let's see, because I think that's the last train. Let me look. I'm going to look at that schedule for a moment here. Actually, probably show up on the regular schedule here. So, the problem with that is, what if you need to get somewhere? You have to West Hampton. So this is the problem. So if we look at this here, it might actually show up on here. Let's see if it does. Yeah, it doesn't show the 822, but you have to. If you need to get to the other stations, you got to get on the 742 because here's the 822. It's express, doesn't make any stops. But what if you need to go to Patchogue and you miss the 742? You're gonna have to go all the way back to Jamaica. That's ridiculous. I don't know why they do that. They love doing that stuff. To serve the people in Manhattan and screw everybody else. It just it shows who they want to gear to. Because the snobs that are still living in the city want to have their own little private little train. The Cannonball's not enough. They've got to have more of them. So that's why. Anyway, not many changes here, so I haven't noticed anything. So that's going to wrap up this video here on some of the schedule changes on the Long Island Railroad and Nice Bus. And obviously, when we get to Nice Bus, have more of the schedules. I'll have to make another video about it. But that's all. Thanks for watching.